All right, you know what it is. Big Rich, Queens, New York City mob story shattered. Ruckus Radio, Sunday, August 26th. Let's get busy. Talk is usually cheap, but not for Gambino Capo Anthony Sonny Ciccone. Ciccone, a former official of the International Longshoremen's Association, was found guilty last month of criminal contempt for talking to mobsters and union officials in violation of a court order. Ciccone, 63, was convicted after a one-day bench trial before Manhattan federal judge John Martin. It could cost him 6 months behind bars and a $5,000 fine at his October 21st sentencing. And despite the relatively lenient penalties, federal officials were ecstatic. Ciccone was responsible for a significant part of the Gambino family's criminal activity and an important source of money for them, said New York FBI boss James Kallstrom. To neutralize him is to severely wound the Gambino organization again. Notice how he said again. Ciccone's discussions with mobsters and ILA members have already cost him $14,519. But who's counting? What the government spent to prosecute him in a related civil contempt proceeding. But authorities say he brought in far more for the Gambino family since he took over legendary Gambino mobster Anthony Scotto in the early 1980s when Scotto was convicted in prison for 39 months for taking a $250,000 payoff while an ILA vice president. During a taped conversation January 17, 1986, and what a wonderful year that was. During a taped conversation on January 17, 1986, a few days after the late John Gotti became the boss of the crime family, Gotti explained to an aide that Ciccone was raking in $2,000 a month in labor payoffs and earning even more each week from small scores. Every week there's a score, 300, 500 from the dock. So I bring it inside. Then I bring it to you at Christmas, Gotti said Ciccone had told them. The mob boss who elevated Ciccone to capo said the annual Christmas tribute averaged about $22,000. Citing that talk, Scotto's conviction and 4 decades of additional allegations, the feds hit 6 ILA locals, Ciccone, and 66 other defendants with civil racketeering charges in 1990. On December 17, 1991, Ciccone, an ILA member for 38 years, settled by agreeing to resign as an international vice president within 3 months and cease all improper dealings with mobsters, the union, and waterfront companies. Before quitting his $75,000 a year post, however, Ciccone first tried to get a pension from an LIA affiliated benefit fund. 2 days after that was rejected as a violation of his agreement, he sought another improper ILA backed pension, according to court records. After years of legal wrangling, Martin convicted Ciccone last year of civil contempt for knowingly and improperly associating with mobsters from 1992 to 1994, including Nicholas Little Nick Carrazzo, who was once seen as the heir to Gotti's throne. During the protracted proceedings on July 18, 1994, Martin ordered Ciccone to cease all contact with six cohorts, including Capo Louis Big Lou Valario and mobster Jerome Jerry Brancato. At his criminal contempt trial, state and federal investigators told 18 sightings of Ciccone, Valario, and Brancato in Brooklyn and Staten Island. So basically, everything they told him not to do, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to still do it anyway. Prosecutors backed up the testimony with numerous surveillance photos, including one with Ciccone wearing sunglasses and Brancato are seen leaving Mama Turi's restaurant in Bensonhurst in 1994. I'm afraid, said Ciccone's lawyer, George Santangelo, that Sonny has to stand on a corner and not speak to anyone because as soon as he does, make the guy an associate of organized crime, and then Sonny can't talk to him anymore. All right, so salute to Shattered, again for getting me the article. Interesting. Hey, sometimes you are not allowed to talk to people, Get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. I wish the feds would just all disappear. That's all I'm saying. All right. Salute. Thank you for listening. Of course, another mob story. We'll see you soon.